Hello junior high students, my name is Mr. Friesen and I'm going to be your junior high principal this year. I want to be the first to welcome you back into the building as we begin the new school year. A couple of things about me that you'll probably want to know is I have spent this will be my 14th year in the Lewistown School District. My first 9 years I spent as a library media specialist at the high school. I spent the last 4 years as the assistant principal at the high school, and then this will be my first year at the junior high. My wife is a school food service director for the school district, and I have 2 kids. One is leaving for college this year, and the other one will be a junior at the high school this year. My interests, I love to hunt, I love to fish, I love to be backpacking, I just love to be outdoors. I also am from Kansas, so you'll know that as soon as basketball season rolls around, I'll be going for either the Jayhawks, the Shockers, or the Wildcats. So I look forward to that, and I also look forward to connecting with each one of you as you walk in the doors here in just a few days. If there's one thing that I can really encourage every student in the junior high, and actually across the district for that matter, to do is to get involved. That is so important. It pulls you into the school, you find some commonality with other students. It's just a good thing to do, and it's something that you won't regret, for sure. So just a few things that you could get involved in. As far as activities goes, there's GIS Club, there is Runners Club, there's Builders Club, there's Student Council, which will be having elections at the beginning of the year, Science Olympiad and Ski Club. Those are some of the activities. Some of the sports, so in the fall, it's certainly not too late to get involved right now, but we have football, we have volleyball, we have cheerleading, and we have cross country going on at this point. And there is some paperwork that goes into that. You do need to have a medical consent form. You do need to have a physical. You do need to have a concussion test. And you need to have your participation fee paid for that. And Mrs. Peterson can help you through that process. As soon as we get done with the fall season, then we turn to girls basketball and wrestling. And that starts October 12th. Then in January, on January 4th, we start with boys basketball. Then track is the last season of the year, and that's March 22nd. So if there's one thing I can say, it's get involved. As we start the school year, there's a few procedures that you're going to need to know. The first thing is different students will enter the building in different ways. If you're riding the bus, you're going to be dropped off behind the junior high school. If that's your case, then you're going to use this entrance to enter the building. So all students that are getting off a bus will use this entrance every morning to enter the building. If you're an 8th grade student that does not ride the bus, we're going to ask you to use the front door as the entrance. If you're a 7th grade student, you're moving up to the junior high. So we're going to ask you to use the entrance where you come up the stairs to enter the building. So to recap, any student riding the bus is going to use the entrance in the alley nearest where they're dropped off by the bus. Any 8th grade student that does not ride the bus is going to come through the front entrance of the junior high school. And any 7th grader that doesn't ride the bus is moving up to the junior high, and they're going to enter through the practice football field side of the building, and they're going to come up the stairs into the building. Procedures of the junior high. First of all, when you're out in front of the building, the temptation is to run across the McDonald's. But that is not how we do it at the junior high school. If you need to cross the street, you need to go down to the corner, to the crosswalk, and you go across and then back down. Please do that for safety reasons. Before I give you a quick tour of the junior high school, there's one person that you need to meet, and that's one of the most important people in our building, Mrs. Peterson.
Hi, welcome to the junior high. I'm Mrs. Peterson. I'm here to answer any and all questions you may have. If you have any forms that need to be turned into the office, I'm the person to give it to. If your student will be absent in the morning, I ask that you please call in the morning and let me know. We also have these free and reduced packets that we ask everybody to fill out at the beginning of the school year. Thank you.
I wanted to give you a quick tour of the building just so you're a little bit familiar of what you're going to see when you come in the first day. So if I'm coming in the front entrance, what you're going to notice about the building is that it's shaped like a U. So you come into the entrance, you go this way, and then there's wings. And it's the same shape on the first floor and on the second floor. As you come down the hallway, just as you enter, our auditorium is right here. There's 2 doors for the auditorium, and the auditorium is multi-purpose. So we will eat there for lunch, we will have PE there, and when we can, we'll have all school assemblies or maybe assemblies in smaller groups this year. If you are in a choir or a band class, you will go down the stairs down here. So when I said that the building is in the shape of a U, this is one side of the U down here on the first floor, but to get to the band and choir room, you have to go down the stairs. Anytime that you are going up or down the stairs, I want you to be on the right side. So if you're going up, you should be on this side going up. If you're coming down, you should be on this side coming down. Coming upstairs, there are no bathrooms on the first floor that are accessible for students. So the student bathrooms, if you go on the top floor, on both sides, this is the English wing on the top floor. The girls is on this side, and on the other side of the U on the top floor is the boys' restroom. Lockers are assigned by homeroom teacher. So whoever your homeroom teacher is, everybody in that class will have their lockers grouped together. So you'll notice that the number for each locker is at the top. On the schedule that was sent to you this week, it should have where your locker is located in the building. These do not come with a lock. However, if you do want a lock, you can put one with a combination or a key on your locker. But if you do that, we are asking that you have a spare key and or you give us the combination of that lock in the office, just in case we need to get into that sometime where you forget your combination or there's a reason that we need access to that. One of the biggest things that we have to talk about each year, whether we want to or not, is dress code. What our handbook says about dress code is that our goal is to create a learning environment that shows pride in our school and respect for ourselves. And I think that word respect is the key to that whole dress code that's written in our handbook. So the question that I usually pose to students is, if you have to ask whether it's appropriate, it probably isn't appropriate. So remember, as you come to school at the beginning of the school year, dress with respect. Honor yourself, honor your classmates, honor your teachers, honor everybody in the junior high school.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Majerus, and I'm the school counselor at Lewistown Junior High School. This is my office. I'm on the second floor, and above my door it says counselor, so I'm pretty easy to find. All the other teachers also have their classroom name above their doors. If you're nervous on the first day of school, don't worry about it. The teachers are all out in the hallways and they're willing to help. 8th graders will be there to help you and you can ask them questions if you're lost. After day one, you'll have the swing of it and it'll be no problem. I am here to help you with your academic needs. I help you with personal social issues, and also we'll do some career exploration, I hope, this year. One thing I wanted to show you was on the website, we have the website, how to contact me, and it should be fairly easy. If you go to Lewistown Junior High page and you tap on teacher websites, then you can also go down to Mrs. Majerus or Teresa Majerus. And if we click on my Google website and scroll down here, this takes us to a Google page, and that's another page that I've created. But on this page, it shows you student counseling request form. So if you tap on that, it's a confidential counselor contact, and that will go to my email. And it is a way for you to contact me if I'm over at the high school or if it's in the evening and you have something that we want to talk about. And it asks for your name, and it asks for what grade you're in. I need to visit about academics, college and career, or social emotional. Level of urgency: 1, at your earliest convenience, or 5, needs immediate attention. And then fill in what you would like to visit about and send that to me. And if it's a 5 and I need to be over here right away from the high school, I'll jump in my car and I'll come over and I'll talk to you about whatever is the problem is or what you're worried about. And Mr. Friesen and Miss Peterson are always very good about contacting me as well if I need to come and assist you in some way. So this is my office. I'm here to help you. Your parents are welcome to call me anytime if they have questions or concerns. Thank you.
Probably the two biggest questions that we have this time of the year are, number one, where's my locker? And number two, if I have questions about my schedule, where can I go to find answers? So you're always welcome to call the junior high and talk to myself or Mrs. Peterson, and we will do what we can to get the answer for you. But we also have provided a couple of opportunities for you to talk to us specifically this week. And for any new students, meaning incoming 7th graders and new students that are 8th graders, are allowed to come this Thursday. And the breakdown of that is from 5 to 5:45. It will be any student with last name A through E. From 6 to 6:45 is any student with last name F through L. 7 to 7:45 is M through R, and 8 to 8:45 is S to Z. For returning 8th grade students, we're going to have a meet and greet on Wednesday, this Wednesday, from 5 to 6 p.m. And then for you to be able to get in the building, you can come on Friday. So any students with last name A through J that's a returning student can come from 10 to 12 on Friday morning and get in their locker. If your last name is K to Z, you can come from 1 to 3 on Friday. So I know I've thrown a lot at you here, and school is just around the corner. But what I want everybody to remember in the end is we're going to do everything we can to make this the best possible experience for you as a student. And there's going to be some challenges this year, no doubt. But we're all going to work together. There's a lot of things that maybe we don't want to do, but we're going to do for the good of the whole. And ultimately, I think everybody would agree that we want to be in school, we want to be back to school, and we want to have a good, fun, productive year. So I can't wait to see each one of you come through our doors. And I hope that when you leave at the end of this year, you can say, it was good, and I loved being at the junior high school. So until I see you on the first day of school, have a great rest of the summer.